All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises due to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakal, Kodash. All right, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the elect. All right, this is Brother Parathon back at it with another lesson. And today I'm just going to go into a lesson of, hey, man, these Edomites, their time is up, man. Their time is up. All right, we're watching, the downfall of America in 4K, 5K. We're watching the fall of this servant that's upon a horse. All right, this servant that's upon the power seat. We're watching him, in real life, fall out of power, man. All right. And it's a wonderful thing to watch, man. While the whole world is panicking. All right. And the Lord, he allowed us to have this gift of this truth. All right. So we could, we know who we are. We know the prophecies. All right. And we know the outcome of this fall of this kingdom. We know the outcome of what's going to happen to America. All right. Ultimately, this place is going to get nuked. All right. Okay, and we know what's going to happen afterwards, man. All right, Israel is going to reign. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, we're the chosen people according to the scriptures. And all these heathens, starting off with these Edomites, all right, these so-called white people, their ass is going into captivity, man. All right, that's where we at right now, man. Okay. As the days go along, man, we watch this, man, this pathetic this pathetic ruler, all right, fall out of power. All right. And he didn't even, I don't want to ramble, so I'm gonna just start off with the scriptures. All right, this is Sirach chapter 10 verse 8, and it says, because of unrighteous dealings and riches got by deceit, and that's the MO of the so-called white man. All right, you can't trust anything, all right, that he says, man. All right, this man passes laws and he breaks his own laws. All right, he signs treaties, he breaks. All right, he breaks these treaties. All right, you could ask, the Northern Kingdom about that. You could ask any of these nations in the world right here, man. All right, this man thinks, the rules don't apply to him, right? Even the rules that he creates. Okay, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, all right, and riches got by deceit. So everywhere this man goes, man, he's a warmonger. All right, this man comes into your society, all right, and your society, completely falls apart. All right, they offer crazy loans to to your government, all right, backed by what their military. All right, they introduce all type of wicked ass foods, all right, fast food into your society. All right, I didn't grow up here in America, but I remember where I'm from. I'm from Trinidad. They introduces McDonald's and all these type of things, man, and people was really like hyping that shit up. All right, all these fast food restaurants. All right, all these goddamn GMO foods. All right, plants that that don't produce seeds. All right, seizing the natural resources of the land. All right, and pushing out the native people. Okay, that's the MO of the so-called white man. All right, the scriptures speak about the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, man. So anytime you hear this man talk, you have to watch him. All right, this is why ultimately, all right, his allies is going to turn on him, and this place is going to get nuked, man. This man has to be in chains. Okay, and all these things, it really is dealing with the children, of Israel. So it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. Okay. It says the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And this is what we're watching right now, man. The translation of kingdoms. All right. Ain't no America going to be great again. All right, America is not going to come back. A lot of these people out here, they panicking on what they're going to do, what the future look like. Hey, the future for America, all right, unless you have the elect, is bleak. All right, the future of America is nuclear fire. All right, the future of America is the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams on this place, man. All All right, and before that, guess what, man? Hey, all hell is getting ready to break loose, man. That time of Jacob's trouble. All right, we're gonna see concentration camps. All right, famine, martial law. They're already doing all these things on a little micro scale. All right, sending the National Guard into D.C. All right, Chicago, all these places. Okay, all right. So this place was built on blood and it's going to go out bloody, man. All right, motherfuckers out here thinking, America is coming back. All right, if you had voted for, it don't matter, man. All right, the Lord, has written this place to be destroyed, all right, headed off by the so-called white man, and that's what it is, man. It don't matter who's in there. Whoever the Lord put in there, all right, is to carry out the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. The will is for this wicked-ass place to be destroyed, man. All right? I hate this place. Okay? All right? So this is why this man is about to lose his power, man. Unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. Okay, he didn't do it of his own accord, man. All right. So why is this man so proud? Okay, this man believes he'll be, he will not be as a widow. He will not see the loss of children. All right. But guess what? In 1 hour, all these things is gonna come to pass, man, because the time of the rulership of the so-called white man is about to be over, man. And we say what? Tawada Yabashim Yahushai, all right, for that. All right, this man has his reign of terror upon the whole earth, man. All right, this man is a disease. All right, he makes the whole earth at this ease, man. You know what I'm saying? The plants, the animals, all right, the people, and more importantly, all right, not just the chosen people, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. All right, the Israelites according to the scriptures. All right, so this is Micah. Yeah, man, this man out of here, man. This place is done, man. This man has a rap sheet that's so crazy it reaches up to the heavens, man. All right, you look at his file, all right, because he's gonna get judged, and his, the Lord allowed it to, his wickedness to build up. All right, so in that day, man, you ain't gonna have no excuse. Okay, this is Micah chapter 2. I'm gonna just start at 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds." In the NLT it says, "What sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night thinking up evil plans." And that's what this man does, man. All right, he lies upon his bed, all right, thinking about evil plans, man. All right, what's the the main plan? All right, he's pushing, man. All right, the MOTB, all right, which is the C-hip, his diabolical plan. All right, that's what he wants, man, to C-hip everybody. All right, he wants everybody to to worship him, to choose him over Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And guess what, man? A lot of our people are gonna do that. All right, but this man is the basis of man. This man he's no God, man. All right, he's the basis of man. He's the lowest of low. All right, look how he runs the earth. Look, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know the measure for a man or how he acts when he has power. And this man is completely out of control, man. All right. So it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands." Yeah, guess right. Okay, so they're not even doing things to, quote unquote, all right, take care of the people of the earth. Nah, man, they doing it for their own selfish reasons, man. All right. Starting off with, these elite families. All right, the top one being, the Rothschilds. You have the Rothschilds, all right, the Rockefellers, the Gettys, all right, and so on and so forth. Okay, they have the power in their hand, man. These families are worth trillions of dollars, man. They have the choices of land, all right. They have the choices of food. They have the choices, of wines, all right, the choices of fabrics, and they want everybody to suffer, man. All right, according to the Georgia Guides, when they wanted to reduce the Earth's population to about 500 million, man. That's crazy. All right. But guess what? Great sorrow, great evil is going to come upon these people, man. All right, these Edomites. All right, starting off with the elect and you low-level Edomites. All right, and the scriptures speak about what? If he's not good to himself, whom will he be good? So this so-called white man, he's not even good to his self. He's not even good to his own people, man. All right, you go on the internet. Okay, you go on TikTok or whatever. You got a bunch of Edomites complaining about the state of America, man. Complaining about why they can't make it. All right, crying out. What we gonna do? All right, because they see, the future's bleak, man, and this time is coming to an end. A lot of them, a lot of Edomites in their heart of hearts, they know it's the end of their world, man. It's the end of their rulership. All right, then these niggas trying to go out with a bang. All right, they're gonna lean upon their sword. All right. Okay. It says what? And they covet fields and take them by violence. Yeah, that's right, man. That's what they do, man. They seize your lands. All right, you might have a home or whatever it is. This man comes in your place and seizes your lands. All right, I see over there in in Israel, right? Which that's not either one of their lands, all right? But I see this small hat goes into this dude's crib, and they just they kicking him out. They stole his fridge, right? Stole his fridge, and gave the dude a bottle of milk. And the dude threw it back at him, the Palestinian guy, right? And the small hat was offended. I'm like, yo, bro, this place is crazy, man, right? This man, he wants what's yours. All right, you can't even mind your business. You over in the cut somewhere. This man comes to your place. All right, covets what's yours, and he takes them by violence, and that's how he does throughout the whole earth, man. Wherever he goes, all right, in the earth, this is the MO of the so-called white man. But guess what? This time is coming to an end. His blessing is the sword, but guess what? Yahweh Shai is a man of war, man. All right, he's the ultimate warlord, and when the Lord makes his return, man, there's new management that's coming upon the earth, man. All right, straight up. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Hey, even in the islands, man, let me just make this point. Even in the islands, all right, places like Jamaica and so on and so forth, right? These parasites, all right, they go to the islands. And a lot of the locals, they can't even go to their own beaches, man. All right? You go in certain parts, in certain islands, man, these Edomites, these crackers is telling the locals, man, get off their beach, man, get off their property. All right? Beach has been public, all right, for many years, man. All right? These corporations come in, the government sells out the people, and, and the people, they can't even maneuver. All right? Okay, you oppress, all right? You oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, man. And that's another thing, man. All right. Okay, this man is an identity thief, man. An identity theft. All right. Took the whole identity of the chosen people, man. This man has a rap sheet that's crazy. Identity theft, rape, robbery, murder. Right, violence, sodomy. This man, hey man, when the Lord's, listen, these dudes gonna go and change real soon, man, real soon. All right, and we don't have to do nothing, man. We gotta continue what we doing, enchanting down this place, man. All right, prophesying the downfall of this place, man. All right, the weapons of our warfare is not carnal. All right, and we understand, all right, what he's gonna do, man. All right, we understand he's gonna come down with great wrath. We understand he's gonna, all right, come down with wrath against those that serve the Lord. All right, but guess what? We got the ultimate backing, man. We have the ultimate backing of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. So, you know, the ones that's faithful, all right, the Lord's gonna take care of us, man. The Lord's servants is gonna eat, man. Right? It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil. So guess what? The Lord got something for your ass. All right? You Edomites, so-called whites. The Lord got something for you. All right? It says, from which ye shall not remove from your necks. Yeah, that's right, man. So you're going to have that, damn, how you call that? Damn. You're gonna have that, you know, that iron around your neck. You're the one that's gonna be, you know, in chains, man. All right. That's how the Lord do, man. He build you up just to crush you, and I love it. I love it. That's great, man. The Lord, he build you up 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, 400 years to crush your ass in an hour. You're in captive. You're a captive, just like that, man. All right. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove from your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. So guess what, man? The time of the so-called white man, his arrogance, his pride, all right, he's going to be brought low. He is going to be brought low. All right, this man thinks, all right, he runs, you know, he runs his shit. All right, but guess what? He's in for a surprise, man. All right, you niggas is going into captivity, straight up. Okay, and it's a beautiful thing watching the fall of this place. It's a beautiful thing watching these people panic. All right, it's a beautiful thing watching the movie that the Heavenly Father is, you know, is putting on, man. All right, because guess what? Any day now, this shit could go to hell, man. Any day now, all hell could break loose. Okay, any day now. It just takes a couple events. All right, and through the Spirit, everything is going to hit at the same time. Martial law, chaos in the streets, no police, no access to the police, National Guard, military. All right, famines. Okay, concentration camps. Okay, the brink of war. All right, teeth of wild beasts. Hey, I seen a video. I think it was in Texas. They had a group of like 50 dogs just running around. I said, damn. All right, 50 stray dogs, and they just running around in a crazy pack. All right, so we gonna start seeing all these things, man. All these things is gonna start happening, all right, as chaos erupts in this place, man. Okay, and it's coming from the Heavenly Father. Okay, you jakes that's following the ways of the so-called white man. Guess what, man? You gonna get punished with him, man. All right, though hand join in hand. All right, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. So you joined up with this man. You joined up with this society. You out here protesting. You out here. You women out here fighting, still fighting for feminism. You destroyed. You women are treasonous, man. The so-called black women, treason against your nation, man. They out of here. That's why a lot of y'all are gonna be, you know, unalived in this time, man. All right, the arrogance of a lot of people is gonna be brought low, man. All right. These Edomites and anybody that's joined hand in hand with them, man. All right, they're going to be brought low. Okay. So you know, it's a beautiful time. What is this? Like, oh, that's wait. Salakia. I forgot what I just read. What was the first? Okay. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 22, verse 13. It says, woe unto them that builded his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrongs. And did we not just read, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another? All right, in Sirach 10 verse 8. All right, so there we go again, man. One, to him that builded his house by unrighteousness and his chambers by wrong. And that's how America is built up, man. All right, okay, by the blood of the Northern Kingdom, you so-called Native Americans, all right, Seminole Indians, all right, okay, 80 million, okay, 80 million, of them approximately, all right, put to death, all right, for this man to reign. All right, 100 million of the Southern Kingdom. These numbers are approximate, and you already know they go up every day. All right, they go up. The numbers go up every day. A lot of things they're not reporting. All right, you might randomly find a town built on top of a town, which was a Jake town. All these lakes, all right, throughout the United States, bare underground. It's covering, all right, whole towns. All right, they really burial grounds. All right, for you Israelites, man. A lot of these buildings, government buildings, built on top of our graves, man. All right, okay, these are the things that a so-called white man that he has to pay for. He's gonna pay for, bitch. Right? You think you gonna walk in a restaurant and eat good and you gonna walk off? Nah, nigga, you have to pay. You have to pay. Right? So it says, woe unto them that builded his house by unrighteousness and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages and giveth him not for his work. So guess what, man? All right, they trying to eliminate these things from the history book. They trying to eliminate slavery from the history books. All right, but guess what, man? The eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, man. All right, there's a record of all your transgressions, bitch. right, there's a record of all your transgressions. All right, and this is how America was built. When they say make America great again, what they're really saying is bring back slavery. All right, and pretty much, hey man, we slaves right now, man. You work. All right, the minimum wage, you definitely can't even live on your own with no type of minimum wage. You make some bread, guess what, man? You get super taxed, super violated, right? You can't save, you can't, you know what I'm saying? All right? And ultimately, he wants to make you the ultimate slave by putting that C-hip in you, man. All right, this man and his diabolical plans, but guess what, man? All right, before he could, before he could fill his belly, man. All right, before he could say he's good, guess what, man? Hey, the Lord's going to put a debt. He's going to dead all them plans. All right, all them grand plans of the future. The Lord going to dead all that shit, man. Okay. Right? So it says, woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages and giveth him not for his work. This place was built on the backs and the blood of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. All right? Oh, so-called blacks, they lazy. They built this shit. All right? You see the society is collapsing right now. They kicking out all the all the Northern Kingdom, all the Ishikarites, right? And they think their society is going to survive, man. Hell no. Yo, bro, I'll work with them dudes for a summer. I said, damn. I did not know you could work that fast. All right? That fast. All right? And that professional. I said, yo, bro, construction wasn't really for me. Right? Okay. Right, so this so-called white man, he caught up, man. All right, he want everybody to leave. He wants, he wants us to leave, but at the same time, He wants us to stay to build up his society, but that's what he wants, man. He wants to put us back, in captivity, man. All right, that's ultimately what he wants, man. All right, but guess what? Hey, your plan's gonna fail, and you're gonna have to pay. You put us into captivity, hey, man. What goes around comes around. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna just read a couple more scriptures. Damn, I gotta go. Let me see. Ezekiel 35 and says I said. Oh, there we go. This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 6. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. See it thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So you like blood so much, you like bloodshed so much. All right, guess what? That blood is gonna pursue your ass, man. All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna see if you like the taste of your own medicine. And guess what? You don't. You don't, because you guys are soft. You're weak. Your pain tolerance is nothing. Right? You can't, hey, when shit get real, you have no what's the word? Perseverance, no determination. All right? Perseverance. All right? No determination, no fight. Nah, niggas just kill theyself. All right? That's what they do in Wall Street and all these places. When things get too hard, hey, look out for an Edomite jumping out of a building, man. All right? And taking everybody with him, the wife, the kids, and all of that, man. Okay? But guess what? Seeing that you love the sword so much, seeing that you love violence so much, seeing that you love blood so much, all right? Guess what? That's what the Lord is bringing to you, man. And we don't want to hear no complaints in that day. All right? The time for sorries, the time for apologies. All right? They can't even give people they 40 acres and a mule. Right? You even do that, man. All right? But hey, man, we don't want that. But that just lets you know what type of man this man is. He's not a man of his word. Okay? He's not a man of his word. Okay? And he has to go into captivity. Okay? It says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate. Yes, that's right, man. Mount Seir is, another a city of these Edomites, and the Lord gonna make this place desolate. All right, after all hell breaks loose, after all the chaos goes on in here, man, guess what, man? The nuke's gonna fly over here, man. All right, in less than an hour, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. It don't take long for these hypersonic, nuclear missiles to get over here to America, man. All right. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passed it out, and him that returned it. Yeah, that's right, man. And there ain't gonna be no escape, man. All right. You up in your bunkers. You think you're up in your bunkers. You think you under the sea. All right. You think you in another country. You think you in space. Hey, man. All right. You motherfuckers starting off with your elites. All right, you're the first. You're the ones that gonna taste that first moment of slavery, man. All right, when the Lord sent us to go get your ass. All right, you're gonna have to dig graves and clean up all the dead bodies. All right, and then it's time to work. All right, then it's time to work. Okay. So rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Eden that dwell in the land of Uz, man. Rejoice and be glad, man. Hold it down, man. You guys had a nice reign. All right? Okay? You might as well just enjoy it while you can. Sometimes people go on vacation. They're like, yo, I don't even want to think about going back home. I'm going to just enjoy this shit while I can. That's what you might should do, man. Enjoy it while you can, because the future looking bleak. All right, you guys gonna have to drink that cup double time. All right, it's gonna be way more brutal than our captivity. Guess what? The sun is gonna be super hot. All right, when it rains, all right, it's gonna be like hail. All right, and I still want the quota. You still gotta make the quota for the day, man. All right, it's lucky. I'm getting it. All right, okay, and that's what we looking forward to, man. That's what we looking forward to. We gonna end it off. All right, we're gonna end it off right here. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. We're gonna end it off right there. All right, it says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword." So guess what? What goes around comes around. We don't want to hear no bitching in them days. And as the society collapses, it gets closer to this ultimate collapse. All right, as it get closer to the destruction and the reign of the Edomite, the reign of the so-called white man is over. All right, it's going to be over as these days go along. All right, their time for their captivity is closer and closer, man. All right, we say Tawada Yabashim Yawshai for that, man, because our captivity is almost over. All right. Let me just get this real quick. Let me get it real quick. Right? It says the punishment, Lamentations chapter 4, verse 22. It says the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. Yeah, that's right, man. So our time of being captives in this land is coming to an end, man. It's coming closer. We see it day by day. All right, we see the times, we see the signs, we see the times, we filter through the scriptures, and we know our Lord Yahweh Shai is on his way. Right? He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So that's right, man. All right, so you Edomites is not going to get away, man. All right, you ain't going to get away. Okay, you ain't going to get away. It's your time. Right? So Revelation chapter 13, verse 10, it says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword." Here is the patience and the fate of the saints and the saints and the Israelites, man. All right? That's our patience. You know, we going to wait it out. We waiting on the Lord. All right? And we know that the Lord is not a man that he should lie. All right, and he will give us, all right, these heathen, all right, starting off with the so-called white man and all you nations, all right, you Elamites, you Hamites, right, you Ishmaelites, Moab, right, the Lord gonna give us all of y'all for an inheritance, man, all right, so the future's bright for Israel, man, all right, we just gotta hold on, man, all right, so we're gonna end it off right there. With that, we want to give all praises due to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakor Kodash. All right, until next time, Shalom.